Hello all, welcome to VH Online Trainings. In this video, we will see the various classes, SQL classes that are available in SQL Server, and we'll see how to use this and where to use this. So these are the various SQL classes that we will be going through today. Like there is a where clause, there is a equal, in operator, not in, or, and, like, between, distinct, top, and case. Now we'll see how to use this exactly. So let's go into the hands-on. So for this, I don't have any respective table to show this kind of thing. So basically, I have a script. This is an SQL script, and you will find this script will be attached in this video description. So just open this, just drag and drop this. This script has complete script along with the data as well. So make sure that you are selecting the respective database here, and then click on the execute. So once you execute successfully, you need to see the query executed successfully and with the various rows affected. So if you want to test this, whether the data table has been created and the data is properly came, so I'm just clicking on the SQL training. You can navigate to the tables. Just refresh these tables. Or you can just navigate to the new query. Just select star from table name. Just select the details. Now you see all the data has been pulled out. Okay, so this window has been came. So when you refresh now, in these tables, now you will see a table called the customer details. Okay, so now this table, we will use this table to see how to write the clauses. So the first clause will see the where clause. So what is where? So when I am writing like this, select star from customer details. I see the whole data, right? So if I want to do some filtering, I want to see only the first three records, or maybe only the USA records. Okay. So in that case, we need to filter this data. So in SQL Server, to filter the data, we have the where clause. So just use the where like this. After the table name, you need to mention where clause and write, like, I want to filter the country column with only for the country USA. So I'm just putting like this. Now remember one thing, when you are finding country, you need to put the column name equals to and what data you want to filter. So I want to filter only the USA, that's why I put it here, and it should be in the single quotes. Remember, you need to put single quotes if it is a string. If it is an integer, then no need of the single quotes. Now just select both these lines and click on the execute. Now you see, we are only filtering only USA. Correct? So this is how you can use the where clause. It's a very straightforward. You need to write the where clause after the table name and then best mention your column and along with the data. Suppose if you want to filter one more column, like a customer, it should be Amazon, country should be USA, and you want to filter the customer Amazon. So how we can do? You need to place and, okay, and operator you need to place, and you write customer equal to Amazon. So when you mention like this, if I go and execute like this now I can see both the conditions are satisfied. When you write and, it means both these conditions need to be satisfied. Then only whatever the matching records for these both conditions, that will be shown up to the users. Okay. In the same way, if you don't have a mandatory condition between these, let's consider some scenario like you are not having, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 the mandatory situation, mandatory scenario, and you are fine. Either country is USA or customer is Amazon. Okay. So if you have come across these situations, then you need to place as or, because you are fine either country USA or the customer Amazon. Show me these kind of records, right? Now in this case, the first record is having USA and Amazon. Both are matching, so still it will show. In this second record, it customer is not an Amazon, right? But the country is US. Because we have used the R clause, it is showing either this or this. If any one of this condition is true, then it will show that record. If it has both the conditions need to be mandatory means then you need to use the and condition. Okay. So this is how you can use the where clause with and or are, and there is no restrictions if you want to apply n number of columns, okay, like sector equal to Fourier. There is no limitation for you. You can keep on add the number of columns in the filtering conditions. Okay, just go with the respect to operators, whether it is an and or. Suppose if you want to make this only as a single condition, then just put the brackets here. So it means first this will be executed and this will be compared with this one both. Okay, so this is how you need to use the and or operators along with the wait clause. Now we will see some more scenarios. If you look at this table, we have USA, India, Singapore, and Holland. Suppose I want the both the records from USA and Singapore as well. So now how I need to write? I will write like or country equal to Singapore. So it means I'm checking for the condition. If the country column has a data called USA or Singapore, get me both the records. Now let's go and execute like this. And here I can see both the record from the USA and then Singapore as well, right? But if I have one more condition, if I want to add, so what I need to write? I need to write. So do you think this is a feasible solution to write like this? How many times you will write, keep on adding this query change, right? So you should not write like this. The best way is right. You put in operator, okay, in operator USA, comma Singapore. So now if you see, instead of equals to, I am using in. When you have a single value to the search for, then you use the equal to operator. But when you have multiple things you want to search, then you need to use the in operator. Okay. Now just select this and try to execute only this particular statement. Now if you see, it is giving me the same result that the first time what we have seen with the or condition. It is trying to remit the same condition. So if tomorrow one more country added means, then just you need to list that country here. So with a small change to the query, now you are able to see the India records as well. Okay. So use any single value means you can use the equal to. If you are having multiple files, then you need to use the in. And what are the values that you want to search for? Then you just put inside the brackets. Okay. When you place inside these brackets and in means it will look for all these values. Okay. And going to the other thing, there is an operator. Now we are searching only for this country records, right? Now, if there is a scenario, I don't want these records and rest of all the data, whatever is there, I need to display. So I don't want to see this country records and I want to see all the other countries. So then instead of in, you use the not in. You write not space in and the same thing, whatever you have written. Now go and execute this. it is giving me the Holland record, which is not listed here. That is what our expectation, right? So we are trying to display the records, I mean the countries which are not part of this. So we are just selecting only those records. Now, in this particular table, if you see here, there is a annual turnover column, right? Now there are different values here. Now I want to see only the records with more than 10 millions. Okay, so I need to write a query where I can see the records more than 10 millions. Okay, so how we can write? So for this, write same select star from customer details, write where clause, put the column name which you want to filter out, annual turnover greater than or equal to, I want to consider the 10 millions, right? So here we have 10 millions. Yeah. So just go and execute this query now. Now if you see all the records, there were 8 records previously. Now only 7 records has been declared because we, based on this filter condition, there are 7 matching records which is having more than 10 millions. Suppose if I want to filter 100 millions, then I just put one more here. So you see, there are only 5 records which is having more than 100 millions. So this is how you can use the greater than operator. In the same way, if you want to have the less than or, if you want to show the records with the annual turnover only less than 100 million, then you change this to less than or equal. Okay. So like this, you can use the greater than or equal to operator, in operator, equal to operator. Now we'll come across some situations. Now if you see here, I want to filter the conditions where customer equal to Amazon. So now it means it filters only the Amazon record, right? But I want something like, I want to know all the customers who are starting with A. Okay. I want to see the all the customers whose customer name is starting with A. Okay. Then what you need to write? Instead of equals to, you need to mention like operator. There is an operator called like. You need to use this like, and within the single quotes, you need to write what letter you want. Now, in this case, you want the customers who are starting with the letter A, right? And after A, the next letters may be anything, right? So this is your scenario. Now, what I am trying to do is, I am putting a percentage symbol. So what exactly this percentage symbol refers here, right? You show me the records whose customer name starts with A, and after A, you don't bother whatever is there. If their customer name is starting with A, then just show like this. Now let's go and execute like this. Now you see there is only one guy with the customer letter A, and after that whatever it may be, but it is starting with the A. So now you need to place like this A percentage. But if you come across the situations like where the customer name is ending with A, okay, previously we have seen customer name starting with A. Now we are seeing the customer name ending with A. So now then you need to put this percentage in front. Means whatever may be in the front, but the last letter should be A. So in this case, you need to write this like and put percentage in front and then A at the last. Now click on execute. There is no customers who is ending with the A. Suppose let's say I am putting a X. I want to show the customers who are ending with the X. Now you see there is a customer FedEx whose name is ending with X. That's why you are able to see this, right? And you can keep on add how many number of conditions you want. With the under our operators, you keep on add all the various conditions that you are looking for. This is how we can use the like operator. Okay. One important point regarding this greater than or less than. Now we are showing greater than 100 million, right? Suppose if we have a requirement, let's say you need to display the records where your annual turnover should be between 100 millions and then 200 millions. Okay, you need to show only those records which is having more than 100 millions and then less than 300 millions. Okay. Now in this kind of scenario, what we can write? So I am trying to write greater than or equal to this one, 100 millions, and less than or equal to 300 millions. So I want to display the records which is falling between this range, right? So let's go and execute and we'll see what is happening. Now you see here, we are getting these records, only these two, which is falling between this range, right? So this is how you can use the range calculations. But we can rewrite this query in some other manner as well. So how I can write is, so I'm writing annual turnover between 100 millions and then 300 millions. So now when I click on execute, just observe we are getting the same records what we have seen on the upper. If you want to execute it together and see, just select both the comments. Now you see both the same records which has been displayed. It means you can either use the between operator or you can use the greater than or equal to and then less than or equal to symbol. So this is how you can use the between operators as well. Now we'll come back to some other scenarios. Now select star from customer details. Now you want to display this data starting with the highest turnover and then in the decreasing order. Now if you see all these various customer links, records here is not in a sorted order. So you want to display the customer name who is having highest sales first and then followed by the rest of sales. It means how you need to sort this. In order to sort in SQL, you have the order called order by. There is a clause called order by. When you use this order by and just mention the column name like this. Now just execute this. Now you see it is showing in a ascending order, but not in the descending order, right? So when you want to mention that specifically it should sort in descending order, you need to write like DESC, descending. After the column, you need to mention as descending. You see now it starts with the highest turnover and followed by the second, third, and rest of these things, right? Previously, we didn't write anything, but it still sorted it in a ascending format, right? So you can write like ascending ASC or DES. Both it will take. If you are not writing anything, by default it will consider as ascending. That's why when you have not written previously, still it was showing in an ascending order. So make sure that you write whatever the ascending or descending. Okay. You see like this. Now, if you want to add one more column to the sort, like I want to add the sector also, you just put the comma and add the other column also. Now what will happen? First it will sort the annual turnover column and then followed by the sector column. Let's go and see now. Now if you see here, sector got a descending. You see here now. Now it is the annual turnover first and then followed by the sector wise. Okay, this is also again we have placed using. Okay, you can keep on adding n number of columns to the order by. So that is how you can use this order by as well. Now select star from customer details. We will see the usage of the top keyword. Okay, there is a keyword called top. When you mention, like, you need to mention like before the star and mention top three. Let's say I'm mentioning top three dot star. Click here. It shows the top three guys. If you put top five, then it will show the top five. But how it is showing the top five on what basis? So basically, whatever is record first entered into this table, so it is trying to pick up that record and then followed by the second record like this. Okay. But I don't want to simply pick up the data as it is entered into this table. Okay. I want to pick up the top five based on the annual turnover. So in that case, what you need to write? You need to write order by annual turnover. So what it will try to do here is, first it will sort this column. Based on this column, the data will be sorted. And out of that sorted data, it will show the top five. So let's go and see how it is. So I'm trying to mention it as descending. Execute. Now you see it is showing the only top five with highest sales. Okay, these are the customers who is having the highest sales, and these are the top five customers. Okay. So like this, you can use the top five. And let's imagine you have one more record same like this. Okay, I'm just adding one more details. How I am just editing this table. I'm trying to do a same duplicate record one. Amazon, like the first record, whatever you are saying. I'm trying to replicate the same thing. Okay. So there is a, now if you observe this first record and this one are both the same. So now we are having the duplicates in our table. So let's go back here. I'm just selecting this select star from customer details. So now I see the duplicate records as well, right? Now when you are displaying, when this result is getting displayed to me, I don't want to see the duplicate records. Show me one record, that is enough, and just remove the other duplicate records. Suppose whatever, right now I have only two duplicates, one duplicate. But if you have 10 duplicates, 100 duplicates, whatever it may be, show me only one record, and rest of these things, other things you don't show. So in that case, you need to use the keyword called distinct. So distinct will eliminate the duplicates while it is selecting the data. Remember, it will not delete the data directly from the table. It will just ignore that duplicate values while it is displaying to the user. Now when I write like 16 the string star from execute, looks like there is some problem here. That's why it is not considering it as same. Okay. Looks like when I'm entering there is some space or something. That's why. But normally this will not be shown. Only one record will be shown to the users. But and the other things will be hidden. Yeah, there is 1990 here. That was the mistake. Now when you go back and just execute this, now you see there is only one record which is getting displayed to the user. So this is how you can use the distinct keyword to eliminate the duplicates. Okay. So these are the keywords that we can see for today's, and we'll see the rest of the other keywords in the next class. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thanks.